Welcome back to the Flying Film Podcast. I'm your host, St. George Dane B. Welcome again.
It's great to be back
Back where it all began.
in the Matrix.
Great. Without any other introduction, we're going to do The Matrix Resurrections.
Mm-hmm.
This movie just came out. Boy, there's a lot to talk about.
I've been waiting for this a long time. You know,
I sure
when,
have
when
too.
the last one came out? 2002, 3? No, 4.
Four, I think?
Four?
Yeah, they pumped him out.
Ever since, like, Google was invented, I would
Yeah.
always, like, type in,
2003.
are they going to do a Matrix 4?
When's the next
Are they going
one?
to do a Matrix 4, 5, and 6? Is it going to come? And then I kept seeing, like, you know, as a kid, you'd fall for that, like, articles that would,
Stupid
like,
thing.
fake. Yeah. I'm like, oh my God, everyone, they're doing another one.
It's happening.
In 2010,
Been
it's going to
so
come
long.
out.
It's been so long.
God, 18 years. 18 years.
18 years.
18 years. My
And
God.
we're finally back
I know.
where it
Back
all
in the
began.
Matrix.
Jesus. All right. Well, I think best place to start is you watch the movie.
Yeah.
Initial feelings. You come out.
Yeah.
What are you feeling?
I, like the rest of them, loved it. Absolutely loved The Matrix 4.
Loved it.
Resurrections. Oh, I loved everything about it. It was nostalgic.
Here we go.
It was great to see Neo, Carrie again. I felt like I was back in the Matrix.
The Matrix. Where you belong.
but it felt a lot like the first one, because you know how in the first one you were learning as Neo learns
Yeah.
as well. It felt like the same again because you obviously didn't know who
Yeah.
he was. Spoiler review.
Spoiler. Again, this is a spoiler-heavy review of The Matrix Resurrection.
I just loved it, and it was great to see as many characters as we could back.
Yes.
The flashbacks back and forth. It was just I felt like I was back, and like all Matrix movies, there comes a level of understanding that is on the lower end of the spectrum. I still have many questions.
Okay.
But there was so many good moments that I loved.
But it just did it for you.
And it did it for me.
Just
It did it for me.
you.
And one thing, the fight scenes were still great. Like they were still
Still look good.
yes. I just love the kung fu. I still know kung fu.
He still knows it. Was it re-downloaded for him? No, he just remembered it.
He remembered because he's the one. What did you think?
Oh God, so many
Oh.
feelings, so many
So
thoughts.
what? I don't get a good vibe from you.
Look, there is a part of me that loved all these cool things that we got to see.
By the way, are you blind? Is that why you're in
I can't
cuffs?
see. There's a lot in this film. Thinking about it, first of all, I thought it was good.
Okay.
I didn't think it was horrible,
Yeah.
but I didn't love it.
Yeah.
I
No,
didn't love it.
That's fair. But
And
tell me
I'll
why.
Tell you why.
Tell
I
me,
think
Mr. Anderson.
They refer to him as Tom quite a lot, and
Mm.
Thomas in this.
Yeah.
I feel like I forgot that that's even his name. Like watching the other ones.
Yeah.
This. Let me explain what it did. What it did for me. Okay.
Yeah.
It's kind of in the first act of the film.
Yep.
They introduced that the Matrix. Or first of all, Neo. Right.
Mm.
He's alive. He's in this world.
Mm.
He's a game developer.
Yes.
He developed
The Matrix.
the
trilogy,
Matrix,
yeah.
a trilogy of games
that
which were-
revolutionized gaming.
revolutionized it. They were amazing. All the characters from the movies were in these games.
Mm.
They mentioned Warner Brothers. They mentioned Warner Brothers wants to do another game
That's-
with or without you.
Okay, I'm going to stop you there. I'm on your train there. When I heard Warner Brothers, I was like, I don't like where this is going.
Yeah.
I felt like I felt like this movie was going to say it was all a lie.
It was all
the
a lie.
previous trilogy never even happened. It was
Yeah.
in someone's head.
Yeah.
I was getting really mad. But sorry, go on.
Right from the bat, I didn't like this idea.
Yes, me too.
I thought it was weak writing for
Mhm.
them to be like, oh, the Matrix is just this game, and it's
Mhm.
like everyone knows what it is, and
Yeah.
the story and the characters. Fair enough, they're using that as a fucking storyline throughout the thing to make Neo or Tom think that he's crazy, right? And
Yeah.
It's like, was it real? Wasn't it real?
Because what happens
yeah,
we think and hope he's in the Matrix, but they did
Yeah.
that because he's obviously going to have flashes from his past,
Yeah.
but they put that in his world to
Yeah.
confuse him, to make it think like, oh no, this is my
The
past.
machines are so smart.
They've
Yeah.
upgraded.
They did a little upgrade. It's like
This isn't Matrix 1, 2, or 3.
Yeah,
This is Matrix 4.
Let's make him think that it was a game. I just thought it was weak. I think from there I was like,
Yeah.
they lost me a little bit.
Yeah.
I was like, I just wanted this to be just another Matrix film where he's trying to figure out and he tries to realize that he needs to go back. If they just left it as him being like, I don't know what's real, what's not. If there was something else that
You
kind of
hated Warner Brothers.
I hated that it was Warner Brothers,
Yeah.
that it was games, that everyone knows about this.
Mm.
Oh yeah, the Matrix, we all know about it.
Yeah.
Which is like, essentially, they're mirroring what our lives are like right now.
Yes.
Because everyone talks about the Matrix still,
Mm.
and they talk about like, oh, is this real, or are we all just in the Matrix? Right?
Yeah.
Like they made it too similar. I just
Mm.
wanted them to leave that out of it.
Yes. No.
And just kind of bring Neo back into it.
Mm.
Put him back in that version of
Yeah.
him in the first part,
Yeah.
where he's just a coder
Yeah.
and he needs to figure it out again.
Yes.
I just wanted that.
Yeah.
And I didn't get that.
I feel like if they took out that bit, it would have been better for you from the get go, right?
It would have been
See,
better for me.
I was the same. Completely agree, 100%.
Yeah.
But I was happy. I was willing to forgive because of my love for Matrix.
For the Matrix.
And I know Matrix isn't the most perfectly scripted, worded,
Yeah.
everything in a movie, but I love the concept that much. I love the actors, the characters that I
Yeah.
was willing to forgive when it got to where we
Yeah.
wanted it to be.
Yeah, I get
You
that.
still
I
don't
just
feel- you
couldn't let
can't
it
forgive.
go.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like it was losing me a little bit in the first half. And I was like,
100%.
oh, okay, here we go. It's picking up. Oh, this is cool. And then it's again like, oh, it's a bit slower. What's happening here
Yeah.
with Nairobi? And,
Yeah.
stuff. And then, like, it kind of brought it back again. Again, I do agree with you. A lot of the fight scenes, a lot of the cool shit that happens in it, it was like,
Yeah.
this is sick. I love the Matrix. Like I said, I love Matrix 2 and 3. Like, I don't love them. I just think the first one's amazing.
Yeah.
Second one, third one, obviously dropped in quality.
Yeah.
But I still watch them and I still
Appreciate
enjoy
them.
them.
And you appreciate the story as a whole.
Yeah, exactly. But this whole the plot, the storyline, and here's my other nitpick. I don't know if this is also like the whole point of the film is him being born again, right? Or
Yeah.
like realizing who he is, whatever,
Mm.
and trying to get back with Trinity, right?
Mm.
But it's like, why is that the biggest thing for them to like do in this film? Just
Yeah.
to bring like wake him up and bring him together.
Yeah.
I felt like that was weak as well. I felt like you needed more. I felt I want them to fight the machines again
Yeah,
somehow.
I know what you mean. You wanted another battle for humanity again. But the thing is,
They've had
they did
peace.
that. They did that already.
They
You know what I
already
mean?
did that.
It was so epic.
Yeah,
in
but it's been so
Revolutions.
long. Let's just do the fight again.
I know. But the thing is, I feel, even though there's nothing confirmed yet,
yeah.
there is room for the next two to do that.
The next.
I want a sequel trilogy.
Yeah.
But I want a sequel trilogy
yeah.
where they beat the machines. I don't want peace.
This time
I
they
want
beat him.
This time it's personal. I want them to beat the machines.
I want them all to be shut
Because
off.
at the end of Revolutions, I don't know if you
Yeah.
remember, they said, how long do you think this peace will last? Hinting what's going to happen next. And that's why I was like, there's open for 4, 5, 6, you know?
I
I've
know.
always been a big believer they needed to finish this story because
Sure.
it was just so epic to me. I loved it, you know?
Yeah, it is.
But this is a good opening for me
yeah,
because it's about breaking Neo out. And it's just like the first film again.
there
I
is
get
elements of that. Yeah.
It's pretty much essentially the first film again.
Yeah.
But it's discovering that what we find out later,
Yeah.
Carrie Ann Moss, Trinity,
yeah.
he isn't the one without Trinity. Trinity makes him
Isn't
who
the
he
one.
is. And also, I loved how there was a new version of Morpheus, but he but he created that new version.
Yeah, it's
Neo,
like a mod,
subconsciously, because he
Yeah.
can rewrite code because he's the
Yeah.
one, the anomaly.
Yeah.
He rewrote a Morpheus Agent Smith double in
Yeah,
one
that's true.
because they make him who he needs to be.
Yeah.
Because again, the one thing I hate in this world
Yeah.
is talking about destiny and fate.
Right.
Because because especially in the first one, I asked that question a lot in the first Matrix.
True.
Is it choice or is it fate?
Did he ever have a choice?
I always exactly. You were always going to make that choice. That's what everyone keeps saying. You know?
Will you save Trinity or not?
Yeah, exactly. But I just love that whole scenario. And
get that.
Yeah, I love that he was. It was that again to break him back out
Yeah.
because the peace isn't back.
Yeah.
And what's happening
Something's
in
off.
in Zion or the new place? I forgot what they called
Ion.
it. They called it
Io.
Io.
Do you get
that
it? Zion? Io. It's like the
Niobe.
middle.
I like that Nobi's doing the wrong thing now by not freeing minds. They're like, why aren't we freeing minds? She's
Yeah.
like, no, artificial plants, artificial food,
Yeah.
everything like that.
We can grow food
Yeah,
again.
which is good too. But
Yeah,
I like,
that
I
was cool.
want what you said. I want
Yeah.
the battle for humanity again.
I know. Look, I want to nitpick more things.
Yeah, go.
And we'll get to
But
the
that's
positives.
what Matrix is. It's a bit like Star Wars, where
Yeah.
it's never perfect, but
It's
you
not what you
love it or
want.
you hate it.
I know. You
Mm.
gotta, you gotta analyze it, see what you know,
Yeah.
what you like.
I'll try and debunk your
Go.
so-called theories.
Idiot. Have you seen the movie?
Mm.
All right. Here's my other nitpick.
Yeah.
The use of the flashbacks. They're flashing back to the old movies.
Yeah.
It felt cheap to me.
I loved it.
It felt cheap to me.
Why?
Because it's like a TV show where they flash back to another scene or something like that. How many movies actually flash back and show you little clips of the old movies? I didn't feel right. It didn't sit right with me. It didn't feel right.
But the thing is, to me, it was flashbacks of memories. And that's what we were seeing. I think with the 18-year gap, it's something that was needed.
What, you think people haven't seen The Matrix, Dane?
Well,
Huh?
I'm just...
In those 18 years?
But people don't like always, I have to watch the
Yeah.
trilogy again, you know what I mean? And
Younger-
I felt like
younger
it was
audiences.
perfect, you know what I mean? Even, and when they didn't use a flashback where I wanted a flashback, at the end, when Trinity's looking at the sun,
Yeah.
do you remember Matrix 3 when they go above the clouds with the Nebuchadnezzar
It's beautiful.
or another ship?
Yeah.
And then she sees the sun, she goes, and she said it's beautiful,
Yeah.
but we would only know that remembering number 3. But I
Yeah.
would have loved a quick flashback then.
Fair, but I think that you could have also done it with just mentioning those moments because I feel like we all know The Matrix.
Nah, I love
Because
it.
they referenced the first part a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, the second and third part as well.
Mm.
But I feel like it could have been, for some reason, it just felt a bit cheap to me.
Well, I saw it as a memory rather than
Yeah.
trying to, I don't know, maybe
Yeah.
just bring out nostalgia. I saw it as
Yeah.
more memories, even though I did feel nostalgia. And I was like, oh my God, I love
It
this
did.
so much. But
I mean, seeing Lawrence
yeah.
Fishburne, right, as Morpheus in those scenes and some of
Yeah.
that, there was also a bit of a disconnect because obviously Yahya Abdul-Mateen too, and he's fucking fantastic in
oh
this
yeah.
film. Obviously, he's not the same actor. There's a bit of a disconnect between those two characters. Obviously, he's like you said, he's a bit of a mod. It's like something Neo created.
Yeah, he's a program, yeah.
They use him well, but also I felt like it's like here's these guys from fucking years ago when they filmed this fucking early 2000s. It just feels a bit off
Yeah.
that they're going and they're using these like flashbacks.
So-
but anyway,
But I don't know. To me, I was happy, but yeah, I can completely see where you're
Yeah.
coming from. But I saw it more as memories, more than trying as a cheap gimmick to recapture what was the past.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's fair.
But to me, it was memories. But I can understand where you're coming from.
Yeah.
You mentioned Yaya. Let's talk about Yaya.
God, he's gorgeous.
Oh my God! Just everything I see him in, like from whenever I first saw
he's
him
killing.
in Watchmen, or what was before Watchmen? What was he in before that?
I don't know. I can't remember now.
Well, maybe it might have been Watchmen. I'm like, I really like this guy, and then I saw him in what was after
Candyman.
that?
He was in Us as well.
Us, yes.
Yeah.
I just kept seeing him. I'm like,
Aquaman.
really like this guy. Now I'm like, I really love this guy. He's so good.
So fucking
How
good.
fucking good were his suits?
Oh,
You
amazing.
know when he started wearing like the 60s Austin Powers,
Yeah.
70s suits?
Shagadelic,
oh
baby.
God, they were and he looked so
He looked great.
and he fucking pulled it off.
Well, here's a question for you. Do you think, all right, Yaya has a big task in this film.
Mhm.
Obviously, Morpheus is a fucking legendary character.
Yeah.
Lawrence Fishburne's amazing as
Mhm.
that character.
Yeah.
Probably his best role ever, right?
Oh,
Like, most
I think
iconic.
so. Most
yeah.
iconic.
Yeah. So now you got to go in this movie. You got to portray that character, but you got to make your own. I think he made it his own.
I completely
yeah,
agree.
because he had like little
Mm.
little jokes and little things that he was doing, which
Mm.
was kind of like his version of it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
like
did
that.
you? Because remember how we kept trying to recapture the past as well, because you
Yeah.
could see the program being run and run,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
then when he first saw Neo, he's like, "At last!" But he tries to copy Morpheus. Did you
See,
not like that?
Even that I didn't like.
Yeah, I was gonna say
because
from what you
they're,
said
they're
before.
like trying to like make fun of like I don't know. I don't know if it's making fun, but it's like
Mm.
they're referencing the old movies. It's like
Mm.
this is what we're supposed to do, right? Oh,
Mm.
we're doing it again.
Well,
right?
I saw it as they had to recreate that to free Neo again, because without doing the same, it's like
they're
you,
reminding him. Yeah,
it's like you already got the formula.
yeah.
If we do that formula again, that's how we're gonna break him out. Why would they do a different formula if we know that formula works?
I
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yeah, but I think
But you wanted like a real life
originals. Yeah,
Yeah.
like like they broke the wall
Mm.
way too much. I think.
Okay, yeah,
That's what I think.
Mm.
Like they're really the movie is really self aware
yeah, of itself,
of itself,
yeah,
which
okay.
I didn't like. I wanted to be thrown into that world,
No, completely
which is
agree.
what I love about those old
Mm,
films.
yeah.
Here's a question for you as well. Why the fuck didn't they use that kind of green, dark green kind of color palette in this film.
Oh, I think
That makes it the
I
Matrix.
think
film,
I
yeah.
read she wanted to do a different
It's a
like
different
she
version.
shot on film
Okay.
where oh no sorry she shot on digital this time
Right.
rather than film, and I think she was aiming for just a different scope or look. I forgot what reason, but it was done on purpose. But you wanted the
I
old
didn't
green,
like
yeah.
it.
But the
didn't
way I
like it,
saw
brother.
it was because the analyst
Yeah.
created a new updated version of the Matrix. Remember?
Right.
And I'm thinking that's why it looks cleaner,
Different,
normal
yeah.
filters, all these things. I thought, and then do you remember at the end
Yeah.
they were supposed to, if it didn't work out, the machines were going to revert back to the old Matrix. And I thought if it reverts back to the old Matrix, we're going to get that green filters again. Does that make the green lighting?
That makes sense.
That's what I was thinking.
That's fair because this universe is referencing the Matrix as the games as
Exactly.
fake.
But this is a new Matrix.
Yeah. So if this world had that
Mm.
color palette or whatever the atmosphere feels like,
Mm.
then yeah.
Mm.
So this feels like no, this is reality now. And for a second, even like first half of the film or first act, or whatever,
Yeah.
you're thinking, "Fuck, what if it was all fake? What if
Mm.
the movies we watched
Yeah.
didn't happen?"
I know.
Yeah, like,
That
you know
was
it's not-
making-
you
and
know
that
it's not a
was-
thing,
that
but-
was making me upset. But
Yeah.
like I said, I was willing to forgive it for where it went,
Yeah.
and I was very happy.
Talk about the analyst for a second. Is
Okay,
that Neil Patrick
I
Harris?
want to ask you a question.
Yeah.
We find out Jonathan Groff. we froth Groffy.
Yeah.
Groffy's amazing.
Yeah.
Mindhunter. all the way.
Mindhunter, he's fucking and he's
Hamilton.
great in this film.
Oh, great. Yes, great. But would he have been better as the analyst?
The analyst is the creator, right?
I
Or is it the architect?
the analyst is. I thought the analyst was almost the architect. They just gave him a
Almost.
different name,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah.
I found the analyst played by Neil Patrick Harris.
Yeah.
I still see Barney.
It's hard to not see
yeah,
Barney.
Like there's moments where I don't see Barney,
Oh.
but I remember when he got punched in the face at the end. He did this like, but it was like,
It was like a
you know,
Barney.
when girls used to punch him or elbow him. He used to
Yeah.
go.
When he said
Like,
something
I just see
inappropriate.
elements of Barney,
Yeah, true.
and I remember before the movie came out, I go, he's 100% the architect. And he's like
Yeah.
back in the Matrix,
yeah,
you know?
I know.
And I thought he was gonna have that soft soothing voice. Remember in
He's gonna have
Mindhunter,
it.
he's like, you know, when you chop those girls' heads off, like,
Yeah.
what was that like?
What was
Tell
that
me.
like? Did you
Yeah.
like that?
So, do you think he'd be a better analyst, or were you happy with where he was?
I see your point, but I also don't think. I think he played that Agent Smith role good.
He got there in the end.
He got there in the
When
end.
I saw him at the start, and he was just the what do you call
The psych or whatever.
No,
he's
no,
not a
no.
psych.
The analyst is psych. Sorry, I'm going off what you asked, but
Yeah.
when I saw Groffy as the
He's the
CEO.
CEO of the company. There.
I was like, oh my
Yeah.
god, they've wasted him.
Yeah,
They've wasted
he's going to
him.
be just this guy.
And then
right?
when he had his flashbacks,
yeah, true.
Mr. Anderson, it was so
You know what?
good.
Now that you mention it, that was a great scene.
It was, wasn't it?
When the office is like broken into, whatever.
And yeah,
And,
the
he,
Ray,
and he
yeah.
sees the gun, and the way he grabbed it, and he's like, "This feels so good."
That made me so happy.
Yeah, I was happy as well.
Yeah, I was getting real
It's
good
like,
feel.
I need to kill this
Yeah,
fucker.
it's in my code.
It's in
to
my
kill him.
code,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's what I love. And even when you know, when he goes back because they're trying to get Trinity originally, but they're in
Yeah.
that like all the what do you call it?
The pods are?
No. When they go back in, but they're in that like it's like construction sort of like they're still building the
Yeah,
apartments and
yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
Then you see the Frenchman.
Oh, that was good.
Oh, and he's like, "What are you doing? You ruined everything."
Yeah,
back in there.
yeah.
It was so good.
It's the code they couldn't get rid of.
Yeah,
Yeah, whatever.
Exactly. But you know when them two just fall through the ground and they're fighting, and he goes, "Just like all times." I was like,
Yeah.
"Oh my god, it is!"
great.
And the fight scenes were still great
Yeah.
between the two.
True.
And it was, and you know what? And there was no CGI fuck ups this time, which was great. No overuse of it too.
Yeah.
So I thought that was
a
great.
Benefit, like, yeah, obviously it's come a long way.
Yeah.
It looks a lot better.
But when he said, just like old times,
Just
like,
like old
perfect,
times.
fucking
Alright.
perfect. But anyway, back to the analyst. What was your
Yeah.
question?
Who is the analyst? So Neil Patrick Harris is
So
the
he's
analyst.
sort of he's not the architect, but he's
Yeah.
like, he created this new Matrix.
What happened to the architect? Do you remember?
I don't know what happened to the architect,
He
but
wouldn't have died, would he?
well, he's a program because, well, they even mentioned the Oracle just went away,
That's
but they
right.
didn't say she died. So I'm seeing Oracle maybe 5, maybe
Matrix
6.
5,
Yeah.
6.
Ooh.
Yeah, I get that. He did it in a different way, and like he explains later, right? So he figured out that Neo and Trinity
Mm.
is that they create the most energy when they're so close,
Yes.
but not when they touch.
Yeah, so when they touch, then it's like they're back together, free from whatever.
What about when they fuck?
Oh, in Reloaded, and it's all
God,
hard
you-
in Zion.
You reload so good. Yeah,
But I wanted to. I was gonna have questions that confused me
Go on.
when I was watching. I was like, why keep Neo alive?
Okay.
But that's the reason, because having the anomaly,
He rebuilt them.
having the anomaly,
Yeah.
expends the most energy. And he said,
Yeah.
I think the way he created the new Matrix was it's better to keep people. What did he say? Was it like
They
in
know.
love or something? Love and all these other emotions or
Love
fake,
brings it
whatever,
on.
brings out the most energy. Where that's why it was better than the old Matrix. It was like doubling or tripling
Yeah.
the expenditure
Well,
of
he
energy.
mentioned that his numbers or whatever, like his success rate, it's never been better. Or whatever.
Yeah.
He's like getting the
better than the old code.
Yeah, exactly.
exactly.
And I think he also mentioned people don't want to be woken up anymore.
yeah,
They're happy
Mm.
to stay in the Matrix.
because it is a better world.
Exactly. It's
or-
like, yeah, they also made it like, yeah, the world a bit better or
Mm,
something like that.
exactly.
The machines figured out.
But yeah, did you?
Keep the people happy.
Yeah. Oh, exactly. It's like yeah, exactly right.
Exactly right.
Yeah. So did you like the analyst? I still liked him,
I did like him.
but I feel like maybe another actor.
Yeah, I get your point.
Mm. But I
Especially-
wasn't like get rid of him, garbage. I just still see Barney.
I think, yeah. I think Neil Patrick,
he's still a great actor.
yeah, NPH.
Mm.
I think he did a great job, but yeah, I do see that.
Mm.
Especially if you watch so much of How I Met Your
Mm.
Mother, it does.
We
come
watched
out.
I don't know how much,
I
just
know.
on TV, whatever.
That's true. But
Mm.
what's interesting?
Mm. Returning characters for me. I love
Yeah.
seeing the Frenchman, Niobe,
Yeah,
even Sati.
yeah.
Yeah, she's the
She
little
was the
girl,
little girl.
in the
She
the
bends
train
spoon?
station.
No, she doesn't bend spoon.
No, she's the one in the train station.
That's
Remember
right.
those two programs? Creator, it's almost like their daughter, but she had no purpose,
That's right.
so she couldn't get in the Matrix in Revolutions. And remember, she tries to
Yeah.
get on the train,
She can't.
but then Leo goes with her, and then the train man kicks Neo off,
yeah.
and then there's a whole like thing there. It was
you
so
know
cool.
who would have been a cool one to bring back?
Who?
The Keymaker.
Is it the Keymaker or Keymaster?
I feel like it's Keymaker.
Keymaker. Oh
Keymaster.
god, I know all these cool names. Like, I miss it all. Monica Bellucci, bring her
Bellucci.
back anytime.
Where was she?
Yeah.
Those nice legs.
Oh god.
I know. Here's a question for you.
Mm.
Why? I mean, if the story was a little bit different,
Mm.
why couldn't they bring Lawrence Fishburne back?
It had been. I assume they didn't say he died.
There's no reason to.
I'm assuming he died in like I don't know, like a mini war or like
accident.
on.
That's right. He was the.
He was the leader.
the leader.
Voted unanimous leader of Zion, or
That's right.
wherever this new place is. And then I think she hinted he never came back from a
He
mission.
fucked up. Yeah, something. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, he might be alive.
no, but I think she said he was wrong because he kept believing in like a
Prophecy.
another miracle to
Yeah.
happen, like Neo did.
Yeah, true.
And that was she said that was against him, but I don't know if Niobe is just saying that because her ideology is different to his.
True.
Because he never, I don't think she said he died. She just hints that
Yeah. I think you're right.
he never came back, so assuming he died.
And she was never a big believer. She was in the
Exactly.
past, but it's like she's forgotten.
She said, she goes, I
Yeah.
believed in Morpheus, but then when I saw all this
Yeah,
stuff,
yeah.
so she's almost taken over and changed the whole
Yeah.
of what they do in Zion. With all
She's
the
playing it
peace.
really safe.
Mm.
And she's grown old, and she
Exactly.
she has to. You have to forgive my whatever growing old or whatever.
Yeah,
you know,
exactly.
Old mind or
I'll
something like
ask
that.
you, what did you think about programs being able to join in the real world?
That was cool.
That, I knew you'd love that.
Yeah.
I knew you'd love that.
When you mentioned
When-
there's a bit of sci-fi, something.
Did you know what I
in
was
this-
talking about?
that's exactly.
How
I
good
knew.
was Yaya in the real world? In the
It's
is they
so
called
good.
it Animorph or something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I love that they like even those creatures that are like. Well, they're not creatures. They're still like
Mm.
machines or whatever.
But
But,
they
they're
helped
kind
them,
of.
yeah.
Are they kind of like organic in a way?
I
Like
don't know.
Yeah.
Did they create those machines?
I don't know. I feel like those kind of became like good.
Mm.
I don't know, but the way they use them,
Yeah.
they're kind of like cute as well. they're kind of like nice. It's like you.
like puppies or something.
Yeah, exactly. I like that. It's like
Mm.
they figured out a new way to
Mm.
work with them to also survive.
Yeah.
That's a good element.
But like creating programs in the real world through
know.
like whatever technology
Yeah.
they fucking made up.
it just works better. Even like the
Ah.
possibility of a real person, like the guy that's kind of guiding him through him showing up in the
Who?
Matrix.
Who?
It was one of the main guys from their ship, so
Yeah.
he logs them in.
Yeah, but he's not in there.
He's not in there,
he
but
was
he's
just
guiding
in,
them.
He was just in Bugs' head, which is played by Jessica Henwick. I
That's
think.
right.
Yeah.
Jessica Henwick.
Mm.
She was good at
Yeah.
this.
So you know Jessica Henwick from something
Yeah,
else?
we're best friends.
Yeah.
No, yeah,
I've never
Henwick.
seen her before.
Henwick. I watched her in Iron Fist.
Oh yeah, that garbage.
I didn't mind it. Yeah,
Mm.
she was pretty good in that.
I thought she was great in.
Yeah. Was she
this
in
movie.
Crazy Rich Asians? No,
I don't know.
I might be completely wrong here.
Yeah, it could be.
Love and Monsters.
Love and Monsters.
Yeah, Iron Fist. She's done a couple of movies.
Oh,
She's she's very hot right now.
yeah, she's up
was
and
good.
coming.
You know what I thought? I thought there's gonna be some weird, like all the shit that happens with Trinity at the
Mm.
end. I thought that she was gonna become Trinity somehow.
Well, that's what I wanted to ask. Why did they need Henwick to temporarily swap with Trinity to bring her into the ship?
Because they didn't pull Trinity out of the
Properly.
Matrix properly.
Yeah,
They just needed to pull her out in a different way without her taking a pill
yeah.
to come out of it.
Because
right?
she wasn't ready yet.
Yeah, she wasn't ready. So they were kind of doing something. So again, like I don't understand it fully, but they
But what
needed
was
something.
her purpose, Henwick's? They had to plug her in quickly.
Exactly. Just do a quick little
Yeah,
plug.
quick, and then quick
yeah,
back.
quick out. Yeah, pull
Yeah.
out. Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know.
yeah.
it worked,
I
though.
that was if anyone knows, please comment.
Comment why
Mm.
Henwick needed to be there.
Yeah,
It was interesting.
very good. What did you think about Trinity also being the one?
That was interesting.
Interesting. You didn't like it,
I think I did like it.
but you didn't love it.
I don't know if I loved it
Mm.
because call me old fashioned, but
you want just Neo.
I wanted Neo to just
Yeah.
be the one and to keep that kind of law kind of happening, right?
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
he's just the one. Now that you have Trinity, but I guess Trinity was always a part of his journey and a part
Exactly.
of him becoming the one.
Well, now, like the only one piece of evidence
Oh.
I could see her being the one
Yeah,
at the end of number one. Neo's dying at the end.
yeah,
Agent Smith shot him.
that's right.
When she says, "It's impossible for you to die because the Oracle said
That you'll fall
that
in love.
I'll
with the
fall in
one.
love with the one,
Ah, see, that's great.
and because I'm in love with you, Neo." And then she kisses him,
you can't die.
sparks him back to life. So is that
Foreshadowing.
what
Or-
do you call it? Accidental foreshadowing.
Yeah,
So
I
that's the
guess it
only
was.
evidence where I'm like, that works.
It does work. It connects it. It does connect it.
I wasn't like, oh my god, this is disgusting. But I was like,
Yeah.
yeah, it works. I think it works.
So again, I think explain it to me a bit more. But I guess they're both together. They're the one because at the end they both
He's
have
not
powers.
the one without her.
Yeah, fair,
Yeah.
fair.
And then I think I guess she finally wakes up too, or everything they do to this point
Properly, yeah.
brings her in,
Yeah.
if that makes sense.
Did you like that she was like she loves bikes and stuff in the
I
real world?
reckon when you saw her on that motorbike, you
It
were
was
like,
like,
we're back, baby.
She's back, baby. Ride it all night.
Oh, it was good. And I
So,
loved
yeah.
when she was that like other person.
Yeah.
She's like, yeah, I fix motorcycles. I'm like, yeah, you do.
Yeah, you do.
You fucking love
Here's
it.
the interesting thing. So both Neo and her look different in the Matrix, in the real like
Yes.
fake world, whatever
Mhm.
Matrix world.
Yeah.
He looks like this older
Mm.
code guy, right? And she looks completely different, like,
Like a blonde lady.
yeah.
Yeah.
So, when they talk about him basing the characters or whatever, and like he says he based a lot of it on himself and
Yes.
stuff, it wouldn't have been on looks,
No.
but personality or whatever.
But
things like that.
I think
Yeah,
this time in the Matrix at the start of the film
yeah.
is a good 30 years after he made the Matrix.
yeah,
Or
yeah.
18 years or whatever it
'Cause
is.
he's an
So he
old-
would have
old
been
man now, yeah.
younger. I think he was still trying to envision himself at this age,
Yeah,
but
true.
lost the plot a bit.
Yeah,
Does that make sense?
that kind of makes sense.
Yeah?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll
But
I'll
again,
buy it.
it's the Matrix. They just chuck it in.
It's all fun and
Believe it,
games.
baby. We're gonna give you an explanation whether it makes sense.
I know.
Just yeah.
You know what I
do it.
liked Neil
Mm.
Patrick Harris when he's like, Neo, you're or like tell him you're having an episode, and like when he's looking at him through the mirror, and
Yeah.
he's like, fucking
Yeah, I know.
He's like
Richard.
forcing it.
Oh, that was good.
That was fucking great.
Okay, I have another question
Go on,
that confused me.
go on.
How was Agent Smith able to use bullet time with the analyst?
Yeah,
Because at towards the end,
analyst figures figures another way of
to get around the
Get around
anomaly,
it,
which
yeah.
is Neo.
Yeah.
Uses bullet time.
Yeah.
Neo can't get out of it. Why can
Agent Smith do
you
it.
get in there? And why did he help Neo?
He helped Neo because
Is it because he freed him?
he doesn't like the analyst.
Because he's still a program.
Yeah, Neo made Agent Smith who he is,
Yeah.
and freed him out of the program as well.
Yeah.
And he's a fucking rebel.
So he's almost grateful.
yeah, he
Okay.
needs him.
Yeah.
He needs him to be there to like be free, I guess.
Okay. So
Yeah.
he's like
because the
thanking
analyst,
him.
analyst doesn't like Agent
Yeah,
Smith. He doesn't
exactly.
want him to be there
Yeah.
and to have this power.
But how was he able to use bullet time as well?
He's experienced it, so he knows how to do it.
It's Jonathan Groff. He knows what he's
He
doing.
can do whatever the fuck he wants.
He's Agent Smith, motherfucker.
That's right. Alright, so explain this. Why was Yahya Abdul an agent at the start of the film?
So he created him,
Neo created
that program,
Yep.
but he created it like subconsciously to free himself.
Yep. So he needed him to be
But
around.
he mixed it as an Agent Smith and a Morpheus into one.
Yeah, that's right.
But he's still Morpheus.
Yeah.
But he picked them two as the DNA for the program
yeah.
because they're the two people that made him become who he was.
yeah.
They're the two characters. I
Their
guess.
paths will lead
Yeah.
to him.
So he did
becoming
that to free him. So once Jessica was able to work out who he was, she freed him, and then Morpheus, because Morpheus isn't around anymore,
free. Yeah.
that would rekindle something from Neo's past thoughts to help him get free.
Sure.
Does that make sense?
It does.
It does.
I'll
It's
buy it.
fucking difficult.
It's fucked.
Look,
yeah.
and again, these aren't official explanations,
Explanations?
but that's what I got from the film.
Did you speak to Lana Wachowski?
I was like,
before this
Lana,
podcast?
tell me everything.
Tell me more about these agents. How do you become one?
And what about this animorph stuff? Do
Hmm.
they? Can
Oh,
anyone do it?
Can anyone use that stuff to get around?
Oh
Yeah.
god.
There's a lot of interesting things in here.
Hmm.
You know what I did really like? They used that amazing cover of that song throughout the trailer,
I was gonna say something.
The
yeah.
rabbit.
The white rabbit.
and they use it throughout the movie.
Mhm.
A lot of trailer music doesn't end up in a movie, and I like that because
Yeah.
it fit.
I thought it was, yeah, exactly. But it's obviously, that song is about Alice in Wonderland. Is it real? Is it not
Exactly,
real? Blah, blah,
reference
blah.
to the first
Mm.
film with the tattoo.
Exactly. Follow the white rabbit.
Follow the
Neo.
white rabbit. Come with
Yeah.
me to the
If
party
you want to live.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So that was awesome too. Okay. Are you happy with the ending?
Yeah, but again, like I said, I think the nostalgia and the cool scenes and the
Mm.
cool little things and appearances and the characters and the fight scenes and everything that's what makes the movie good for me.
Mm-hmm.
But the whole story, like I said, him trying to him freeing himself again is cool. But the whole purpose of the movie is I need to get Trinity. I need to find her. I need to free her. Obviously, he loves her, and there's more to it with them being together, right? Because they become the one together.
Yeah.
But like I said, I think once you get to the end of it, you're like, oh, I felt like, oh, is that it? Like there could have been more.
Well, that's the thing. I see it as your Dune. I'm
It
a
is.
bit like this with Dune.
Yeah.
Dune's one part. I still feel this movie needs two more parts to tell another story.
Yeah.
And my next question is, where do you see this movie going? What would you like to see if there is a sequel trilogy? So 2 more movies. What do you want to see?
With this new
Where can you see it going?
new era.
So don't make up a new 4th movie. Whatever you know from this 4th movie, what would you love to see go
Yeah.
on in 5 and 6? Hit me.
All right. Opening credits.
Mhm.
We're in that green palette world, and it's the Matrix.
We're back to the original Matrix.
Neo is looking great. Him and Trinity are flying around, but the agents are like, "No more peacetime. We're gonna fight this time. We're gonna
Yeah.
fucll kill all."
So the machines
no,
are
we're gonna
getting
trap
at it.
all of you
Okay.
and suck that energy out.
And there's not going to be any more peace. Yep.
Yeah, I feel like that there needs to be hell
Mhm.
again, and a big fight
Mm-hmm.
to free everyone again.
Okay. I feel the same. I feel like there's got to be
Yeah,
it's a fight for humanity, and it has to be.
on the real world.
There's got to be like some way
Mm,
that turns off all the machines,
machines.
and like for good
Well, Neo knew how to turn off the machines by doing that.
in real life.
What are they called? The Sentinels?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm. So you could do it in real life, but there's got to be a way.
What
like,
if he uses two hands?
Two hands. I don't know. There's got to be. I want a fight for humanity. Like it started out as a fight for humanity,
Yeah, bring it
and
back.
then it just there was no way it was possible. That's what we
Yeah.
found out in the original, and then peace was the only option.
Yeah,
I want that fight for humanity.
I think that would be cool.
That's
what do
the
you,
way you finish this story.
what do you need though? Do you need like stronger machines, stronger programs?
Well, you've got 2 ones now,
Yeah, you do.
so that's what I'm thinking. Double the
so you
firepower.
need two bad guys.
Yeah, you got a Neo and a Trinity.
Yeah,
The Trinity.
the Trinity.
Trinio.
Trinity.
I don't know.
What happens with Agent Smith at the end of this? Remind me.
Oh, he frees them and that's it. He pretty much
just
helps.
fucks
helps
off.
her.
Yeah.
But what
What's
if he
his argument?
joins them in a sequel?
What if
And he's like, Tom.
we're back where we started?
I don't know, you know.
What
like-
if he gets even more powerful? I guess they addressed that in.
But he
like,
got super powerful in the other one, so I don't want that same thing
Yeah,
happening
that's
again.
true. You don't want that rate.
But you know what was also good? The Swarm like program.
oh, that's cool.
Yeah, like
People
all
jumping
the
out of the
humans.
fucking
Yeah, that was new.
buildings
I
and
thought
stuff.
that was very original.
And it looked good as well.
Yeah, I
The
don't know if they've
CGI 's
done that in
better.
games or something.
Yeah.
Because I know a lot of this, like a lot of the movies based on what games do and things like that.
Yeah, true.
But I really enjoyed that Swarm code. Like everyone just fucking
Yeah.
because that's like their new like escape, like you know,
Yeah.
like kill
Destroy
player.
them.
Yeah,
How about them getting out of the Matrix a lot easier now? They can just jump through or walk through a door and jump through.
yeah.
like,
So it's a
mirrors and
mirror
stuff.
now. It's not a telephone.
What happened to all the telephones?
Yeah, I missed the Nokia's,
Yeah.
the old Nokia's.
I
Get
guess
me out.
times have changed.
Payphones.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's how we're done.
Quick, find an iPhone.
Yeah, we need a mirror. Yeah, so now it's the
Yeah.
mirror. So I thought it was a good change.
I guess their technology in the real world has also advanced. Like they can do things better and
Mm.
stuff like that, right?
Well, yeah, like we saw with Nobi, they can you
Yeah.
know artificially
Grow
plants.
strawberries.
Yeah, strawberries.
All they
But
eat is strawberries.
Again, it's that question: how do they know what strawberries taste like?
They don't.
Yeah.
They never did.
So
Or at least this generation never did.
exactly.
What are the? How do the machines know?
Do you
what
remember in the
tastes
first
like?
Matrix when remember Cypher, the guy who dogs them?
Yeah.
He's eating that
Dog.
steak with Agent Smith. And he's like,
It's like, brother, I don't care. It tastes
Pull
fucking
me back
bad.
in.
Pull me back right now.
oh, but he's eating the steak, and he's like, how do they know what steak tastes like?
Yeah,
But
I
it
guess
tastes
they
great.
don't.
It's juicy. It's delicious.
Yeah.
I'm gonna come back.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, if it
Mm.
feels good, I'm just
Mm.
gonna roll with it.
Would you, knowing everything,
Yeah,
knowing how all these 4 movies are played,
go on.
you're not a main cast person, but you have the opportunity to have a free mind, to be freed. Would you take the blue pill or red pill?
Would I enjoy the steak in the Matrix,
Mm.
or would I eat
But you know,
the fake strawberries?
you know,
how it all plays
it's
out.
not real. Like you know, you're in the Matrix.
You know, I've pondered on that question for many
Because
years.
I've been looking for the blue pill and the red pill.
If anyone knows where the blue pills are sold, comment below. I guess it's a question we've all thought about
Mm.
at some point in our lives after watching this film.
Mm.
I think personally, I think I'd probably stay in the Matrix.
You reckon?
I think so.
Mm.
Even if I know that it's fake.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's because I'm a fan of virtual reality games.
You are a VR fan.
I'm a
aren't you?
VR boy.
You want to be in a VR.
Yeah, could they create that?
You would love. I reckon you'd be the lead in a movie of the opposite.
Yeah.
Like the planet's dying, right?
Yeah.
But the only way to survive is to get everyone into a matrix frozen still, so not reusing resources, like
That's it.
destroying resources from the earth.
We're all stuck, but
But
we're in
you're the
Matrix.
one who needs to bring everyone into the matrix.
Brother, 100%.
You're like, everyone, VR's the way to go.
Join me.
Mm,
yeah. I don't know. It's a
Mm.
tough one. Would you want to stay in the Matrix, or would you
I'm
want the
a
realist, baby?
I told you I hate that age old question, fate or
yeah.
choice. Then I'd have to pick the red pill just because I'd feel like.
Yeah.
But remember, I said you still know even if you take the blue pill,
You know what's up.
stay. You're just staying. You still know everything.
Yeah.
I have to take the red pill just to have my freedom of choice.
Yeah. and
To at least give myself the illusion
but
of
do you,
freedom of
But
choice.
do you have freedom of choice in the
I've
real world?
I've already made my decision. so
I'm
yeah.
happy with my decision.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a tough one. It's a tough one.
All right. What's your favorite Matrix movie now?
Do you
Out of
want
all
me to
four,
quickly rank them for you?
rank me?
All right, Matrix 1.
Don't quickly rank me. Rank me.
I'll rank you.
Yeah.
Matrix 1,
Why?
because it's original, it's dark, it's gritty, it's the
Mm.
beginning. It's
Mm.
just done really well.
Mhm.
Um, then I think I'm not too sure where I place
2 and 3,
Resurrections.
yeah. Oh, Resurrection.
Resurrections. Um, it's possibly I possibly didn't enjoy it as much, even as much as I enjoyed 2 and 3.
Yeah. Mm.
I think it will just be 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah?
I
2
think
is better
so.
than 3?
I think 2 better than 3.
Yeah.
Actually, I don't know. Yeah, I'm blanking between those ones. Have like kind of morphed into one for me.
Well, 2 and 3 are almost one movie
Exactly,
anyway.
yeah.
It's because it says, I know it's 1, 2, and 3, but 2 and 3 feel like one movie anyway.
I think 2 because Neo has the tough decision to make if he's going to save
when
Trinity.
he
or
saves
not.
Trinity,
Yeah, that's beautiful.
But what about when he stops Agent Smith and creates peace?
Yeah, good. No one likes a happy ending, Mr. Anderson.
Mr. Anderson.
That gun looks so good. I'm fucking gonna shoot this guy.
Tom, just like old
Tom.
times.
You know when he says like, it's me," but just an upgraded, slightly better looking version.
Yeah, I know. He loved it.
Yeah, you're
He was,
fucking
like, in love with
sexy.
himself.
I know. In love with himself. He's like, I look great. My skin looks great.
Look at his suit.
I'm wearing it so well.
No, I completely agree. Okay,
It's a tough one.
in all the Matrix movies, who the fuck do you think you are, and who are you really? Who do you want to be, and who are you really?
I think deep down, I'm Morpheus.
You are Morpheus, or you want to be Morpheus?
I think I'm Morpheus because
No, you want to be Morpheus.
I'm Morpheus because I believe. I believe in the
You're
one.
beginning to believe.
I'm beginning to believe. I think I like the Morpheus believing in the one, and that being his life and his goal, and like that he needs to. This is it. Like he's willing to risk everything for the one, right?
Shut up, Naomi.
He's real, okay? Yeah, I think I really resonated with him. I mean, we all want to be the one. We all want to be the one. Yeah. I mean, but deep down, I think I'm Morpheus.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I would in dark times like that. I think I would be hopeful.
Yeah.
For this prophecy of the one.
Yeah.
It's very religious.
But would you be willing? Would you be that devoted to that belief?
Brother, I'd sit in that chair on that top level building while I'm sweating and I've got the things on my fingers.
And then you go, oh,
I'll jump out of that building. Bro, I'll break that fucking chain.
Oh, God.
I know. I think, Morpheus thing.
Morpheus?
Who the fuck do you think you are?
Again, you're right. We all want to be Neo. But I'm definitely not Neo because...
You're more of a Trinity.
No, you know what? Sometimes I think I am Neo because in the first one, he doubts himself a lot. And I feel I have that same tendency to doubt myself when others believe in me.
Fair.
But I'm not as good as the one. Don't you?
But God, it would feel good to be.
I reckon I'm a bit of a...
architect.
Yeah, I would love to be vis-a-vis.
I mean, in the day, we're both the key maker. There's no doubt.
Yeah, maybe
about
I'm a
that.
Trinity. Maybe I fall in love with the one.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, and you can't die.
You can't die.
'Cause I love you.
'Cause I love you, Neo. I love you, Neo.
Yeah.
Here's a question for you.
Mm.
What did you think of the new crew on the ship?
Didn't get enough of the crew.
No, didn't like him.
No, as in, I felt like we
Not enough
weren't exposed
time.
to a crew enough, especially because of what we had to do.
Yeah,
Because I felt like that first crew in the second crew in Matrix 2, we
Third
got to
crew.
see him more.
yeah.
I just liked when one of them was like, he's like, so what do you think of Neo? He goes, long hair, beard, doing it for me.
Yeah,
that was
good.
funny.
That was very
I
good.
thought that was good.
I think they were good. I think dynamic was good. They're a bit younger. It's a different story because they've heard the legend.
Yeah,
They're aware of
I'm
it.
a Neo-ologist.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Isn't that cool? Like that now there's people that study.
I
him.
loved how
Yeah.
what's her name was the young girl though. That really just gets
Yeah,
back
that
to
brought
me.
it back.
Sati. Oh god.
What the fuck is she using? What's that well that
It's
she's
like-
using?
What do you mean?
She's like looking through the thing.
Oh, it's just a program. type.
It's just a screen.
Yeah,
that
it's just
she's
like a laptop. I don't
touching
know.
things.
She owns it, maybe. I
In
don't
the
know.
future, there's these laptops that are like a
Wells.
pond. It's like a well. You just dive right in.
Yeah, well, because they meet her up in like a program or like a separate
Sure,
matrix
yeah,
thing. So
sure.
yeah,
that could be anything really.
yeah, exactly.
I like that.
No, I really.
Here's another question for you.
Yeah, hit me. A lot of
Let's-
questions tonight.
Yeah, I've got
What's your
questions.
go, guy?
Yeah. Do you have a question?
Mm.
Let's break down the costumes and the outfits and the looks because
Mm.
obviously early 2000s
Mm.
Matrix A lot of leather, a lot of
Just-
sunglasses,
yeah,
a
it
lot
was,
of
like,
crazy
gothy,
hair. It was
yeah.
gothy, but that kind of suited that era.
Mm.
Now they've kind of brought it back, maybe reimagined it a little bit,
Mm.
but still made it work, right? Like, why are these people coming into the Matrix with sunnies on still in
Yeah.
modern day, right?
Yeah.
Explain that to me. What did you think?
I don't know.
Does it work?
I still liked it because I feel like the the costume design was still quite.
It was good.
It felt modern, and it was like the analyst said, I'm updating and making it better. It's like,
Yeah.
well, it is change with the times. But
True.
just again, back to Yaya suits. Oh,
Oh,
God.
Amazing.
I couldn't have picked him in a better outfit.
I know.
The whole thing, I was like, this is perfect for him.
Do you think he got to keep some of those suits?
Brother, I would if I was him. He looks so. Oh, I know I'm dressing up for my costume Halloween next year.
I'm Morpheus, but the cool version.
Oh, God.
So
Yeah.
many colorful suits. I like
Mm.
the hairstyles and stuff like that. I think they weren't too weird, but they were also very Matrix style.
Yeah.
Like some of the girl, one of the
But
girl,
modern. But
modern, yeah.
Yeah, they really, I feel like they fixed it. And yeah, the ships are still good. There's a little bit, new gadgets and
Yeah.
things like that. It was awesome.
Did you like Keanu with long hair as Neo?
Yes, I did.
You do?
I did. Because it's been time.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I love that they still made him shave. He shaved his head, yeah? And his beard.
Well, I was going to ask you, did he shave
He
it?
still looked great.
He looked fantastic.
He looks but he reminded me of Johnny Utah.
Johnny Utah,
like
Point
that
Break.
clean baby face. I was thinking
Yeah.
of Johnny Utah from.
Did he actually shave it? Because he still has long hair today.
Well, that's the thing. So I don't know.
Hair don't grow that fast,
I
boy.
know. So, but it looked pretty real,
Well, the whole time I was watching, I'm like, is that a... Did they put a little
like a bald cap on
bald
him.
cap on
But
him?
I thought it looked super real.
How do they hide all that hair? Yeah, I don't know.
But no here now. Do you reckon?
I don't think he
Remember
shaved
they
it.
filmed in 2022. 2020, sorry.
Nah, I don't think he had
You
it.
don't reckon it takes a year to grow all that back?
Yeah,
A full
but
year?
did he have short
He
hair?
definitely
like
shaved his
Dwayne?
beard. Because I remember when he shaved his beard, everyone went nuts on.
I feel like we
social
need to
media.
know this.
Yeah.
Did Keanu shave his
His
head,
ass.
his head for Matrix 4? I don't know if he did.
I reckon it looked so real.
Yeah, Keanu did shave his head for the movie in October 2022.
2022, 2020.
Sorry, 2020.
Yeah. So it's been over a year.
He said the actor was spotted walking around Berlin.
Yeah,
in short
because
hair,
they
right?
started filming in San Francisco, then went to Berlin because of
If
lockdowns
you're
and stuff.
going to San Francisco. That's great.
I don't know that song.
That's a good song.
Mm.
Yeah, I liked him with long hair. It's his new look. It
Mm.
looks cool.
Yeah.
You still have the shaved head in the real, in the real
Yeah.
world and stuff like that.
Mhm.
It was good.
Would you? Was there room for Hugo Weaving to come back?
It's interesting. It doesn't sound like me, man.
Mm.
I think they could have done it, but then how does he fit in really? If you're gonna bring this new guy in,
Especially if you want Jonathan Groff in.
exactly, you
Yeah.
want to use him as a good actor, and you do want fresh faces because then
Mm.
you're watching a bunch of old actors
From the past.
do the same thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Like Henwick was a
Fresh,
breath
very
of
good.
fresh air.
Mhm.
You know.
Yeah.
At the same time, like I kept thinking, is this movie going to end somehow with them kind of passing on some kind of knowledge how to beat the machines? Like they don't really need Neo anymore, and
You
do they
reckon?
pass all this stuff on
Ooh.
to like Henwick and whoever else?
But they're not the one.
Yeah, I don't know. That's
But
the
I
thing.
thought maybe they were gonna maybe find a new one. You know what I mean?
felt like it
So-
was heading there with Jessica Henwick, but
Mm.
I guess they didn't do it.
Mm.
Um,
I always wanted this. This was my original Matrix sequel
Yeah.
pitch.
go on.
Neo was like kind of like roaming around the Matrix, right, doing what he wanted,
Yeah.
but because even though he was still plugged into the machines,
Yeah,
because they obviously had him at the end of 3,
yeah.
but he was still doing what he wanted, right? But they
Right.
still need him because of the energy expenditure.
Yeah.
And then, but he was just like off the grid. No
Right.
one could contact him from Zion, not
Yeah.
even Morpheus, right?
No one knows where he is.
But he was trying to find another anomaly or waiting for the right moment. So
Ah.
I didn't know. And this is back in like early 2010s.
Yeah,
And I was thinking this could be the plot. He tries to find another one, and then that's where they go.
they pass it on.
Yeah,
the
not
torch.
pass it on, but they need double the power to do what they need
Two
to do.
anomalies.
Which I guess they've kind of
They
did
kinda
with
did.
Trinity. But I was thinking a new hot actor or something like
Yeah.
that. You know what I mean?
What if the movie was the search for Neo and you find him halfway through and he's like pretty much this god that's kind of gone off grid?
Mm.
That
And then he
that would
comes
be
in and
cool.
starts fucking
I
everyone
know.
up. Mm.
We need you again.
Yeah. One last time.
One last time,
Yeah.
Mr. Anderson.
Mr. Anderson. Oh god.
Yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of like, yeah, you can take this movie a lot of places.
Yeah.
It's been a part of our culture for so
Matrix,
long.
It developed.
grown up with it.
Oh god, and that's why we grew up in a time where we were
I
just
know.
leaning back as far as we
I know,
could and
all the
everything.
fucking time.
Oh, it was
It's just
amazing.
very interesting. I mean, there's a lot of like social, political, and like a lot of messages and things like that as well. And
Yeah.
like the whole idea of the Matrix is fantastic.
Mhm.
It's weird that they've even come up with. I guess it makes sense. Like
Yeah.
you come up with these theories of like, what if this is all a simulation? And a lot of
yeah.
people believe in like a lot of
Mhm.
those things. It's still very relevant. So people
Yeah,
probably
a lot of
still
people think
ponder.
when you die, you wake up and you're in the you're like
You're
you
in the
start,
pod, yeah.
or like you start your actual life or something like
in
that.
the
I don't know.
goo. Well, I
Yeah.
think it's become a religion since like its release and stuff like that. Like,
Matrix.
yeah, like there's
Would
a
people
small.
believe in these?
Well, like if enough people come together and believe in these theories, like there's it forms an actual
Is Morpheus
religion. Yeah, he's alive.
Mm.
I think even like the Force and stuff like that with Star Wars, there's a group as well that's officially become a religion.
No,
There is. Have you not heard of these
no?
things? Yeah, it's
They're
legit.
called Jedi's.
Jedi's, baby.
Oh
Yeah.
god.
Matrix religion.
Oh, god.
It's definitely become a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, maybe I don't know if I don't have to. Yeah.
Mm.
the
Are you
Matrix
ready
has
for some
become
trivia?
that, but yeah, I am. Hit
Or
me
you
with
got
it.
something else we want to discuss?
I
Quickly?
don't know. I mean, there's just so much. Like, have we missing anything?
I feel like we've covered quite a bit.
Quite a bit of it.
Yeah, without knowing the full analytics and formulas
Yeah.
to everything they
How
talk
it all
about.
works and how
Mhm.
it comes together.
Let's do a little bit of trivia.
All right, hit me.
Okay. Hugo Weaving had actually planned to reprise his role as Agent Smith, but had to turn it down due to scheduling conflicts with his theatre work. So, if he
Theatre
was
work.
available, would they have not got Jonathan Groff?
I think they would have used him, but also morphed somehow.
You reckon?
Yeah, Hugo.
Hmm.
But I don't know.
Yeah, it's interesting.
It's interesting.
Because we do really like Groff.
You do, but at the
Yeah.
same time, Hugo's Agent Smith is
yes.
also, like Morpheus and Lawrence Fishburne, a very
Yeah.
iconic character.
Oh, I know.
Right?
Well, but the thing is,
It's the voice.
unlike Morpheus,
Mm. Smith.
this isn't Hugo Weaving's best role.
You don't think so? Oh yeah, Elrond. Do you think so?
Isildur. I don't know.
I don't know. That's a tough
What's
one.
better, Isildur or Agent Smith?
Agent Smith. I feel like it's Agent Smith.
Fuck, Isildur's good. Not Isildur, Elrond. When he
Yeah.
yells out, Isildur.
He is, but
He's
Agent
like,
Smith.
Owen, don't stay with that human.
Fuck that guy. I think
Dude,
Agent
Vigo sucks.
Hugo as Agent Smith has had 3 fucking huge movies, big roles in all 3 of them.
Hmm.
Whereas
But
throughout the entire film,
Remember, Matrix sequels are very, very mixed reviewed movies.
but Agent Smith's iconic.
Lord of the Rings.
Of
Yeah.
fantastic. Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Mm.
I just don't
You
think.
still think Agent Smith's his creme de la creme?
I think it is.
Yeah.
I think it is. I think followed very closely by Elrond.
It's a big call. He's
Do you
done
think
some
it's-
iconic movies.
Is it
though.
controversial?
He's even, what's his name? Red Skull.
Oh, forget about it.
Would have loved if he did Endgame. He came back.
Yeah, that would have been cool.
But apparently he hated being
Do you
Red
think
Skull.
it's his most iconic role, Agent Smith?
Well, it's that and Lord of the Rings. Like you do remember him as Elrond. you know?
Yeah, but you
What
remember
about Priscilla, Queen of the Desert?
yeah,
I
that's
like
the one.
nightlife. I like to boogie.
Yeah, I think it's that one.
Okay, you saying Agent Smith? I'll go Elrond just to be different.
Just to be, yeah.
Okay, Trinity's alter ego Tiffany is now married to Chad.
Tiff and Chad.
Played by Chad Stahelski, who directed the John Wick series with Keanu Reeves.
Oh, no shit.
He, in fact, was the stunt double for Keanu Reeves in the original Matrix trilogy.
No shit.
Hence, both played Neo. In a way, Trinity is married to Neo.
Oh, they looped it.
Yeah, how good's that?
It's a circle.
Mm. So this is really, really, I think, important background. So for the way Lana directed the movie or wanted to make the movie. So
Yeah.
according to Lana Wachowski, her decision to bring back Neo and Trinity for the sequel was inspired by the loss of both her parents, who died only 5 weeks apart, and a close friend. The writing process was her way of comforting herself in the face of death. She also
Yeah.
defines Neo and Trinity as the 2 most important characters in her life. For Lily Wachowski, however, this sense of loss was part of her decision not to return to the series. So one needed to write it to cope. The other one couldn't be a
Couldn't
part
come
of it
back to that.
because it wasn't going to comfort her or make her feel better.
See, that's interesting. I was going to ask you
Mm.
actually why they both didn't do it.
Yeah. So I think one had inspiration to do it. One said, "I didn't. It's not going to make me or help. I can't. I don't have the energy maybe to do
Yeah.
it." You know?
Here's a question for you.
Yeah.
If they both did it, do you think the movie would have been better or worse? Because two minds are better than one.
I don't know.
They did it together, obviously the original
'cause
films.
you don't know because does one challenge the other as well?
Yeah, but that could be.
Would it have been way more
confusing?
confusing than it needed to be?
She's like, wait, what? You want to make it games? The other one's like, that's stupid.
No,
don't bring Warner Brothers.
No, we don't need to
into
mention
this."
that.
Yeah,
Maybe they could have
see?
helped. Yeah.
See?
But in her own words, I didn't want to have gone through my transition and gone through this massive upheaval in my life. The sense of loss from mum and dad to want to go back to something that I'd done before. So Lily didn't want to do it because
Yeah.
she didn't want loss to make her do it. So she was happy to stay
Lily.
back. Yeah.
Lily should have done it.
Yeah. I mean, she couldn't,
Yeah.
So, but apparently
fair.
I also read that they were going to make a lot of articles coming up now. Warner Brothers was going to make the sequels without him.
Oh, really?
Yeah, if they weren't willing to do it because they obviously got the rights, they were
Yeah.
going to start doing sequels without them.
And they referenced that with the game.
Yeah.
Warner Brothers is going to do this with or without you.
Yeah, and I think that was the whole reason to
She's
put
like,
that in, like a
"Fuck
subtle
yeah."
dig.
I
Yeah,
know.
so they did it on purpose.
I still didn't like it.
I know you didn't like it. Jessica Henwick's character Bugs is named after Bugs Bunny,
Rabbit.
a nod to another popular Warner Brothers character and a reference to the White Rabbit
Yeah.
Nia had to follow in the first movie.
It makes sense.
And then my last one, the man who plays Thomas Anderson's reflection,
Yeah.
Stephen Roy, so the guy he saw in the mirror,
Stephen
is
Roy.
Carrie Ann Moss's real life husband.
Oh.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
I know.
Do these people
He
just get
looks-
roles?
I know. They're like, you put my husband in.
Yeah.
Let's stunt double make him this.
Yeah.
The
We're both
director-
going to get paid.
Yeah, I know. It's crazy, but
Yeah.
like, she looks amazing.
Carrie Ann?
Yeah,
She does. Yeah, she looks great.
Her
They both
husband
look great.
Doesn't look that as good as
Brother, he's a sexy
yeah.
gamer,
Yeah.
game developer.
But she look. I don't want to say she looks amazing. I feel like she's
Yeah.
aged so gracefully, just like Keanu.
They both
Yeah.
look great. Well, Keanu's known as like the fucking vampire that he's
I
just
know,
done.
that
He looks the
doesn't
same,
end.
doesn't
Yeah.
age.
Mm.
Yeah,
But
They
I
both
know.
look
I'm just
great.
saying her beauty's just as matched. I want to say,
You know what I thought for a second? Niobe playing like the older version of herself for like I feel like for 15 minutes of just watching her scenes, I was like, is that Jada Pinkett Smith? Like I couldn't tell if it was her
you
or not.
know Niobe.
Well, I know her, but I'm like, did she come back? I'm like, I feel like I didn't hear that she's doing this movie. Like I wasn't aware.
But when they said Niobe,
I know. Well, I know the character, and I know
but
that
you
it's
didn't know
Jada.
if it was her.
But I didn't know if it was Jada that did it, or if they just got some other actress to do.
you couldn't tell
I
Jada
couldn't
was under the
tell.
makeup.
Yeah, I couldn't tell for some reason.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
No, that's interesting.
But it is.
I
her.
knew straight away. I'm like, that's Will
That's-
Smith's
that's-
wife.
It's my girl.
They both need to
Jada.
just stop talking about their
Stop
life.
arguing with yourselves. Just enjoy your rich fucking family life.
Yeah.
I know.
Oh god. So, what do you have some final thoughts on the movie?
I have a lot of thoughts.
I know there's so
Um,
much to talk about.
Yeah, look, like I said, I think I did like a lot of it, and a lot of it was like, a lot of movies are doing fan service these days. Wink, wink, No Way Home, Spider-Man.
But that's the thing. It's like when I saw a thing today, it was like don't do fan service. People hate it, and it was Rise of Skywalker because it was very mixed. A
Right.
lot of people hated it,
Yeah,
and then there was. Don't do fan service. People hate it. It was No Way Home, and it was everyone like, "Oh, we love this
We
movie."
fucking love it.
It was pretty much fan service. The
Yeah.
movie,
that's
So
true. That's
it's
true.
very contradicting, and there is a balance. I think
There is balance.
Mm.
Like I mentioned, I think they could have done things a little bit different. That
Mm.
would have probably made it a little bit
Do you
better
think
for me.
it got to where it needed to go though?
Yeah, at the end of the day, like I
Mm.
still liked a lot of it. Story wise, like I said, it might have been a little bit weak
Mm.
and some of the plot points and things like that.
Yeah.
But end of the day, I think I still, if you're a Matrix fan,
Yeah,
you need to watch it
Mm.
just for the sake of watching it,
Mm.
and it still ties things up
yeah,
in a way.
Mm.
it's cool for us to fucking be sitting here watching
talking
another
talking
and
about
talking to
Matrix 4.
Exactly.
It's
Like
amazing.
we've dreamed of this for so
And
many
with,
years.
with Wachowski directing,
Exactly.
and with Keanu and Carrie Ann at least
know.
in it.
Yeah. If they did some like bullshit, like here's a brand new
The
cast.
new next
Yeah.
generation. I don't know if it could have worked because I think Keanu makes that role. And we talked about Hugo before.
Yeah.
Is this Keanu's most iconic role, Neo? He's got so many iconic roles.
You think that Johnny Utah from Point Break isn't his iconic? No, it's
Is it Neo?
It has to be.
Can you bring up? Should we do his creme de la creme?
We 100% can.
Because Matrix, yeah, this is his.
Keanu Reeves creme de la creme session. What
Mm.
is his best role? He's done, he's done a lot of films.
Oh, that's the thing. He's done so many great films.
He's done a lot of great.
The Lake House, one of your favorites.
Oh, him and Sandy, Sandy Bullock. Speed's a fucking,
Yeah.
iconic role as well.
Mm.
Look,
Start from the start.
start from the start. I'll mention the ones that we know.
Mm-hmm.
The Prince of Pennsylvania. No, we don't know that one. Bill and Ted.
Bill and Ted.
Bill and Ted, all of those films.
Mm-hmm.
Point Break. My Own Private Idaho. Great film if you haven't
Yeah.
seen it. Bram Stoker's Dracula. Good
Mm.
role in that.
Mm.
Speed. Johnny Mnemonic. Did you like that one?
I never watched it.
Sci-fi film. It's pretty
Yeah.
good. Chain-
Bit of trivia for the Johnny Mnemonic. Supposed to be Val Kilmer,
Oh.
and Keanu Reeves was supposed to be in Heat, and they dropped out of each other's roles for scheduling conflicts
Yeah.
to swap into each other's roles.
Fuck, Keanu in Heat.
Yeah.
That's Val Kilmer, baby. The way he looks, the way he acts.
Imagine a young,
Keanu's too-
sexy Johnny Utah.
Nah, Keanu. Look, we love Keanu. We fucking love his movies. He's not the greatest
You know what though?
actor,
Val
but-
Kilmer needs Heat because if he hasn't got Heat, he's just got Batman,
The Doors.
and Top Gun,
Top Gun.
and the Doors.
Yeah.
So Keanu was, I think,
Yeah.
Keanu can let him have that one,
Well, I think Val Kilmer's a better actor than Keanu Reeves.
but not a better person.
Person, maybe.
Character.
I don't know. Character act. I
Mm.
don't know. Chain Reaction. Did you like that one with Morgan
I never
Freeman?
watched that. Yeah.
It's pretty good.
Mm.
The Devil's Advocate.
Oh, great movie.
Of the devil.
Oh god,
So good.
So good.
All right, and then you get The Matrix, The Replacements. That's a good one.
Oh, I love The Replacements.
The Gift.
Oh, have you seen The Gift?
I love The Gift.
Oh, you know who wrote that?
Who?
Billy Bob Thornton.
Did he?
Sam Raimi directed it.
Wow.
Yeah. But it's based on Billy Bob Thornton's mum. He wrote about his mum. Apparently, she
was a medium.
she was a Patricia.
Patricia
Arquette.
Arquette.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I was crazy. Such a good film. Yeah.
What the fuck? That's
Mm.
interesting.
Yeah. So
like
read
that.
up more on that.
The Gift.
Yeah.
Check it out. Hardball. Did you like that one?
Hardball. I never watched
It was like him being the
Hardball.
softball or whatever baseball coach.
No,
for young
never
kids.
seen it.
Yeah, it's good. Check it out.
Mm.
Great. And then he did all the other Matrix films, and then this one could steal it for you.
Mm.
Constantine.
Oh.
When he puts his arms together.
I read somewhere apparently he tried to get more Constantine movies made. Did
Yeah.
you read that too?
You know what? I would actually like to see
Oh,
that.
bro, when you first saw it as grade 6, year 7,
Brother,
12, 13 years old,
loved it.
you'd have been like, why aren't there like 6 of these movies?
I know.
Yeah, it was so
This is
good.
my favorite.
That was like
movie.
my vampire phase, like hunting vampires,
Oh,
and then
Van
Supernatural
Helsing,
came out.
Supernatural.
Van Helsing, it was all that same year.
Great period of the
Yeah,
time.
it was
man.
amazing.
Dracula 2000. The Lake House, of course.
Classic.
Street Kings was good.
You know what? Street Kings got low ratings, but
It's a great
that was a good film.
Great film.
Yeah.
Great film. The Day the Earth Stood Still. That was a bit of a letdown, but I still like it.
I still watch it at the cinemas.
Yeah.
Still paid
Oh yeah.
to watch it.
Man of Tai Chi.
I never watched it.
It's terrible.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. 47 Ronin.
Mm. See, even though it's garbage,
Yeah.
I still liked it.
Yeah.
Mm.
And now is a tough question. He does in 2014. He does John Wick. I feel like for a younger generation
Mm.
that have watched 3 John Wick films,
John Wick's their Neo.
John Wick could be the Keanu Reeves like iconic character.
You
for them.
reckon?
Yeah, action hero, fun action movies. They make a lot of money. People
Mm.
love it.
Bit of a Schwarzenegger type role.
Yeah, it's kind of an
Bruce
action
Willis.
hero, and he's kind of cool.
Like the Die Hards, yeah.
Yeah,
Mm.
could be one.
Mm.
Could be one. And then after that, yeah, it's like the last 5 years or
Mm.
so of him doing like all those kind of movies. John Wick's, Bill and Ted. He came back to do it.
Mm.
Resurrections, and then he's doing John Wick. He's filming John Wick 4
Yeah.
right now.
So he's done 4 John Wicks and 4
John
Matrix.
Wicks, I know. Look,
It's Neo.
it has to be Neo.
It's Neo with Johnny Utah just underneath.
Just underneath it, and then John Wick.
John Wick, yeah,
and then My Private Idaho
And then the replacements.
and Lake House.
And
below
Lake House.
that,
And
of course.
then Bill and Ted.
Bill and Ted.
Then Speed. But Speed might
Oh,
have to
Speed could be
Ah.
above Lake
Wait,
House,
alright.
maybe.
What was his name in Speed and Replacements? I reckon they're going to be some cool names like Johnny Utah.
Do you think that's what he goes for? He's like, what's my name in this?
There's some cool because you know quarterbacks always got cool names.
His name is in Speed. It's Officer Jack Trevon.
Oh, great name. What about Replacements?
Trevon. Replacements. It's Shane Falco.
Shane Falco, what a name.
Shane Falco is pretty.
That's a
good.
good name. Is that better? Could that be better than Johnny Utah?
Shane Falco. Nah,
Johnny Utah.
baby.
Don't you know who this is? It's Johnny Utah.
He sounds like such a jock, such a cucksmith.
Yeah, he's good.
Yeah.
All right, so we're happy with Neo.
We're happy with Neo.
But
Look,
we think maybe the younger might
younger
love
generation,
John
I think John Wick's probably will be that quintessential kind of character for him.
Wick. 100%.
Yeah.
100%. But it's Neo. It always was.
Fuck you.
Because you know why? We believe.
We believe.
We're beginning to believe.
in the one. Yeah. It's interesting.
Yeah.
It's interesting.
So happy you liked the movie, didn't love it.
Liked it, didn't love it. I will watch it again.
Yeah.
At some point.
Yeah.
And now when I rewatch the Matrix films,
Yes.
obviously I'll add this one to the mix.
Mhm.
Watch it all together.
And maybe you get a different feel for him.
Maybe.
Yeah. I'm gonna just finish on loved it. I know how flawed it is, but my
You
God,
accept it.
I accept it for what it is.
Do you
and
accept?
This is a Mission Impossible.
I accept.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
okay.
love it, and yeah, I hope there's a sequel trilogy. Then it finishes on 6 with beating the machines or doing something to the machines.
And they rise above in the real world. where
But then that's
machines
the
are.
thing. They're
What
in
do you
this.
do there?
But you know what? Then they're in dystopian reality. Then there's a sequel trilogy
Of
about
their-
making it in the world. Nah, that's garbage.
Making it work.
In the
Yeah.
real world, yeah.
But then some people are like, we want to go back to the Matrix. It was better there.
Then there's people fighting people again.
There's two groups and it's
Oh,
people
God,
versus
that's garbage.
Yeah, you don't
That's-
like that.
yeah. All right. Anyway,
Like that.
very happy. Loved it.
Quick Rotten Tomato score. What do you think it's rated right now?
61.
61? I believe it's 65. It's higher than I thought. I thought people would have.
No, I think it's still got it.
Yeah, of course you do.
Yeah, because I
Piece
love
of
it.
shit. No, I like it. Yeah, look, I think it's not bad. We'll rewatch it. You're gonna keep fucking watching it. Did you
Keep
say
watching.
where you rank it? Is it underneath Matrix
Yeah,
One?
it's still last.
Oh, it's still last.
But it's like
Yeah.
it's last as in nearly the same as 2 and 3.
Is it last as the same way that The Dark Knight Rises is last in
I think
the
so.
Dark Knight
I
trilogy?
think so. Yeah.
Yeah, just another one.
No, but not like. Nah, it's too hard to compare.
That's too too good.
But
Alright.
I consider it like 1 as in bang, like a 10,
Bang bang.
and then I give Revolutions and Reloaded 8.
Yeah.
But again, I'm giving because I love it so much.
Yeah.
It's not actually an 8.
What
but
score
it's an
did you
8 to
give
me.
Resurrections?
I gave it an 8 as well.
An
4
8
out
as
of.
well.
I gave it 4 out of 5 letterbox.
4 out of 5 letterbox. 80%.
Yeah.
All right.
That
I
works for
accept
me.
it. That works.
I don't think it's 80%, but yeah.
Somewhere there.
Yeah.
Great. Well, yeah. Thanks for listening.
Mm.
Let us know if you enjoyed it. If you didn't, fair enough. A lot of critics didn't.
Mm.
We'll be back with some more reviews. Dane, thanks for doing it.
Always a pleasure.
I just gotta let you know that I couldn't see you this entire time with these glasses.
Yeah, I can't
on,
wait to take them off.
but I can't wait to take them off.
Mm.
Thanks again. We'll see you guys next time.